You're smearing the window. That bug's still there. Most work. Chad's done all day.
6 a.m. July 15th. We're at the Timberline Lodge getting ready to do the about 40-mile Timberline loop around Mount Hood. Drove down last night, got here at 10:30 or so, got here pretty early. We each got a couple days off, so I thought we'd come down and knock this out. Something everybody wants to do, I think.
Yeah, Chad said there'll only be about 5 people up here.
And we didn't realize there's a full lodge up there, you know, probably 100 people staying in that hotel. But pretty neat here so far. We'll get going.
Well, it's July 15th. Made it here last night about 10:30. Slept in back of the truck here next to the freeway. It's probably about 10 o'clock now. Chad just got out of bed. Snored all night long. And got my pack on here. Probably weighs about 28 pounds. Wish my cousin would buy some better crap. He has using all his old stuff, and he needs to upgrade his stuff, so shed some weight here. But it's 6 o'clock, about ready to hit the trail and check back in. Well, we're 5 minutes into our hike and Chad's back to the pavement. He's on the long way around. He wants a pop and a candy bar. All this for a pop and candy bar. Explain your morning nutrition there. What we had to circle all the way around the lodge for.
This is what will keep me going in front of you all day today.
That's what also kept him up till 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's later than that.
But the taco I ate of his that night was pretty full this morning. Didn't have to buy a candy bar either.
Okay, we got started down the truck, then I stopped at the lodge to get a candy bar and a Pepsi. Now we are actually on the beginning of the trail. There's a PCT sign with Jared. Mount Hood in the background. Sun rising over there behind us in the east. And I think we got like Jefferson and Three Sisters maybe back there. Absolutely perfect weather today. I just want to say I really am excited to be out here. It's just, you know, you talk about, oh, these would be fun to do or whatever, but I really am super excited. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
First time overnight backpacking for me. But hey, who am I? Practicing Chad's pose for today.
Jared in about 2 miles probably. Oh, you gotta tell me. Got here to the register box. Heading out. This section is on the PCT as well for like 8 or 10 miles. Jared's signing us in, but you can see he screwed it up. He put himself down as the group leader.
I'm leading all day.
You can smile, Jared. We're having fun.
Is it 6-8 Canyon or what?
Alright.
Alright, we've been on the trail 2 hours. Been making good progress. Chad's been drafting behind me. And I know he's back there 'cause I can hear him breathing pretty darn hard. Pretty fun, good trail. A few hikers out and about. How long you been waiting?
It's about 15 minutes. You have a good nap back there? Pretty good view here. Still 9 o'clock in the morning on the first day. I don't know how far we are. There's a little waterfall up there you can see, but just a great view of everything from here. Yeah, pretty good viewpoint here on the west side of the mountain. A little canyon down here below us, waterfall. Pretty awesome. Everything's pretty awesome. Just an awesome day, awesome hike. Jared's hiking with an awesome guy.
Awesome speed.
Yep. Bunch of rock cairns down here. We're a couple hours in, and I don't know what mileage we got. We got to be at 4 or 5 miles. We've been making good time. We just came up a pretty good, I don't know, 800-foot incline, and Jared must have lost, if you see a race bib somewhere down there, because I didn't see it when we got to the top, but it's clear that we were racing to get to the top. But now we got a great view, a little breather here, back in the game. All right, I hope this gets interesting here. Come on, splash. Come on, splash. Gosh dang it. Well, we made it here to Ramona Falls. It's like 11:10 right now. We just had a little snack. Jared finally let me sit down, and there's Ramona Falls in the background there. Pretty cool. Not the most spectacular, but pretty awesome deal. Anyways, I had to fake an injury a half-mile back on the trail to get a breather. I know what them little kids feel like in the sports games, you know, when they fall down and cry and they want to come out of the game because they're too tired. But I feel for those guys now.
He's been soaking his legs down there for the last 10 minutes.
Well, I think this Ramona Falls has therapeutic healing properties. I was feeling fine, but hey, might as well check it out, you know.
Well, we just walked half mile down the river here. I think Chad's just a little too scared to cross. He's just indecisive. Well, we walked a half mile back up. I've been trying to talk Chad into this is a good way to cross for about a half hour. But maybe now he'll commit. You get close to 40, I think you start to lose your balance. What's your review, Chad?
Just did a pretty badass stream crossing. So I think that means I'm winning for the day. Is that right?
I don't know, I have lots of videos of me out front.
Crossing there.
Eat some magic beans back there or what?
Well, 8:30 on, I don't know what day, the first day we left. We did like 20 or 21, 22 miles, something like that today. I was in pretty rough shape. We got to camp here and we made dinner and crawled in bed. It's 8:30. Jared couldn't even take pictures of our camp before we crawled in here.
On the last 2 miles, kicked my butt.
Yeah, we're pretty beat at 22 miles or whatever. It beat me down more than I expected. Trail wasn't too terrible, just I got some fat old guy on me and it hurt me a little bit today.
Well, laying here in the tent, ate food. Last 2 miles was brutal. Chad packed water up to camp, kicked my butt with an additional full pail of water. But, well, 22 miles, definitely a chore today. We probably saw, I'm guessing maybe 70 hikers.
Maybe. There's a lot of day hikers out. There's a lot of spur trails, so we probably only saw 15 or 20 loop hikers, I'd say.
Yeah, a lot of other ones just on certain trails. You were always having to pull over. But
yeah, that was just terrible. We had to stop so I could take a breather. That was the worst thing in the world.
yeah. All right. More in the morning.
Jared's getting packed up. That's where we camped last night. We both decided we probably brought a few extra things that we didn't need to. It's 6:25 in the morning, so same departure time as yesterday. We got a few less miles to go, maybe 16 or so today if we're lucky, but we got a big climb coming up we're not looking forward to. Well, I don't know what else to say.
It's been fun. Lots of good scenery. That's about it. I'm sore. My socks are wore out and stiff. We're about 2.5 hours into our hike this morning. We've did some pretty good incline and really good creek crossing. Chad took a big leap. I jumped some rocks. Thought I was gonna have to take off my shoes on that one. But we just passed a shelter with some campgrounds, and we're getting close here to getting some water. The stream we crossed was too muddy, so we'll get some water here in just a little bit. First bit of wildlife. I seen 2 deer today. I was able to get that one on video. It's 12:30. We're 31 miles in. Just eating some lunch here. Chad's, I don't know what he's doing over there.
Looking for a flat spot to take a nap.
So just got done going over, I think it's Newton's Creek. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So got some water there. We'll hit the trail here in hopefully like 2-3 minutes, not a half-hour nap for Chad. Walking a little slow. 8 miles left. Any last words?
Well, I'll talk to you in a minute when we make camp about a mile off the trail.
Got a little stream crossing, and then up the trail we go.
Well, it's day 2. It's 8:30 at night. We're almost back to Tri-Cities. Finished her up in 2 days. Took everything I had. We're about 2.5 hours from the trail. We had to wait this long to do my exit interview because I was holding off puking for the last 2.5 hours. And yeah, it took everything I had. I'm glad we did it. We had perfect weather. The trail was actually in pretty good shape.
We only had to crawl over or under 3 logs. Everything else we were able to go over. But definitely warmer today than it was yesterday, so that wasn't the best.
Yeah, it took pretty much everything I had, but you know, carrying Jared's tent and most of his food, I think that might have something to do with it. I don't know.
last 4 miles there's a trail marker. I think that's 4 miles as a crow flew. It had to have been 6 or 7.
Jared thought the last poles up to the lodge there, long ways. I didn't think it was all that bad. I did better on it than I expected. But then, funny thing, when we got to the lodge, we found a cell phone on the trail, a mile down the trail. And we get literally like 20 yards from the lodge. And Jared don't want to take it to the front desk. He chases down some old lady and says, "Can you take this to the front desk for us?" Because our car's the other way. And he didn't want to walk another 20 yards on flat ground to go to the hotel front desk.
Take exit 113 on the
And then,
West 395 north, go 911.
And then that last 100 yards on the pavement down to our truck. That was kind of the worst part of the trip for me.
Yeah, Chad had to park at the far end of the parking lot too. Boy, it hurt. Some good blisters on my feet. We had to switch drivers. Chad barely made it around the front of the truck. Oh.
I was in rough shape there. That's what I'm looking for, though. You know, I like to do these trails. It's a good accomplishment. But one of the things I'm always looking for out there is to get to the point where you hate life and you just want to end it right there on the trail. And I got plenty of that when I was out there this weekend.
Yeah, I'd say today the river crossings were the worst. There's some good sand cuts that were pretty vertical. The White River wasn't near as bad as what it is made up to be. But we stayed dry, did all the crossings by hopping rocks.
Yeah, we were able to stay dry on all the crossings. I think we timed it perfect. I think a week ago there would have been a lot more snow and a lot higher water. And a week later, it would be miserable if it was 5 or 10 degrees warmer than what it was. I think I'm very happy with our weather and circumstance that we had today and yesterday.
It was a good overall trip. Glad Chad talked me into going. I think when I said, yeah, I have the time off work, he started backpedaling. Well, hold on. So, but it is good to get a hike like that. My first hike.